This video is about the PTR 91 and its optics. I've put a ton of optics on this thing, but I'm going to break down 3 different ways that you can do it.
Way I do it. That's the way I do it.
That I've done it.
I know how to do it and I know how to do it. Right. Yeah, you do it, but I'm doing it.
What I liked and what I disliked about each. The first is a ×1 magnification optic, like a prism, a red dot, something like that. This is a Sig Romeo 7, the full size, I think 30mm. Red dot's going to allow you to shoot faster. It's a little bit lighter depending on what you buy, not this one. You can mount it anywhere on the rail and it's not really going to matter for eye relief, parallax. For me, it's simple. It's just a simple reticle. You put the dot on the target and you fire. And the cool thing about red dots, and this is not just for this platform, it's for all of them, is as long as you're shooting both eyes open as you should, you can completely cover up. This can be interrupted. Red dot will transfix onto the target. As long as you can see the target with your other eye, you're still good. The Portuguese Marines run this combo. They run, well, they don't have this foregrip, but they have this stock. They have a spur foregrip, and then they have a big red dot, which is like an aim point, I believe. But they run that setup. It's kind of like in an assaulter's role. The thing that I had originally was a fixed optic. It's a Vortex Spitfire by 3. But I noticed when I was using my fixed optic, the visual recoil on this platform can be a little disorienting. It makes it appear, I mean, the recoil is already 308, 7.62 NATO, but it makes it appear a lot more than that when you have a fixed magnification. So then what I said is maybe try something like off Call of Duty or what some of these guys in shooting competitions will do. Fixed magnification somewhat back here, sitting on the rail, and then I had room for an offset. I had it, and it was sitting in an offset like this. Sorry, I realized I didn't even have the light on for half the video. Far away, you're shooting with your fixed magnified, and then when you get close up, you can shoot with a dot. Or if you're in an awkward position and you can't find your eye box on your fixed magnification, you just switch over to the red dot. There's benefits of it, I guess, and drawbacks because you're adding a lot of stuff, a lot of hardware on here. And I wish I had the mount to show you. Matter of fact, I might go get it. Okay, I'm unprepared, but I don't know where it's at. However, you have to be careful where you put your offset because, and I don't know, this never caused any malfunctions with me, but I've seen another YouTube channel, he just mounted an EOTech on his, and just the EOTech hanging over like a ledge caused malfunctions when it would try to eject the case. But anyways, when I had this burris on it was a 45 degree, I can't remember, I think I had it back here, and the shell cases would ding it sometimes. Not every time, but sometimes. But ideally, you don't want shell casings hitting your mount for your optic. And then the last thing is an LPVO. The LPVO, I've had one on here before, but I finally broke down and said, you know, with this rifle, I'm going to put an LPVO back on for a while. This one is the Burris, I think the RT6. Yeah, RT6. Ironically, RT Arms running an RT6 on top of his PTR. Goodness gracious. I think begrudgingly the LPVO, as long as it can withstand the recoil of this rifle, I think that it's the best optic choice. This one is my favorite. Is it the most practical? Probably not. I love shooting with it, but you don't get the full extension of the cartridge or the full capability of the cartridge with just a red dot. and no magnifier. I didn't even have a magnifier on mine. And there's always the ability to see. It's always nice to see your target. I mean, you've seen some of my videos where I'm back with the AK and I've only got a ×1 prism or a ×1 red dot on it, and I'm struggling to see the targets. So just being able to flip this around to ×6 to be like, oh, there it is, that's what I need to shoot and not shoot, that helps out a lot. So yeah, the cons are you're deep in magnification, and then you need to be at ×1, but all it takes is of the throw lever. And the eye box. I've already been trying to laser sight this thing or bore sight it, just so I don't waste a bunch of rounds out on the range when I zero it. And I'm already seeing that your eye box, I'm a little spoiled is what I'm saying, because I've been shooting this. But that just takes some adjustment on my part. Overall, as far as optics are concerned, it's always a personal choice. I don't know where you shoot. I don't know how you shoot. I don't know how much range you have. The only piece of advice that I would give you when you're buying an optic for the PTR 91 platform is this right here. Empty. You must keep the charging handle clear of this bell housing area, or the bell housing clear of the charging handle, I should say. And some of these scopes can get pretty long. Some of them can get long in the front and long in the back. So you have to be aware. So you might even want to, when you're mounting the thing, you might even want to when you're mounting the thing, take your charging handle, put it back on there, and then maybe tape off where it's going to be, or I mean, you can see it for the most part. It's around that weld, or just keep it up while you're actually putting the scope on. That would be my only piece of advice, and especially something with the LPVO, you're not going to be able to HK slap it now. I never really did. My thing was it's charged, it's back, magazine inserted. I just flick it with my thumb to make sure I didn't, because there's sometimes I'd go to HK slap it and miss it. I just flip it with my thumb. But with you having a big scope like this, you're not going to be able to slap it. So that might be a con. But other than that, I mean, begrudgingly, I have put one back on. Anyways, I think that's all I wanted to cover. I hope everybody got something out of this. And once again, thanks for watching. Oh, and P.S. The only combo that I haven't tried for this rifle is the full-size ×1 up front, and then the magnifier in the rear. I think the red dot and the magnifier may give me the best of both worlds. So if anybody's tried it, comment and tell me how it goes. Because I think maybe, just maybe, that could solve my issue. So I could have fun and have some range in my pocket if I need it. Anyways, thanks for watching.